can I ride your horse?" The young child said to the man. "No, but you may pet it." Then the child placed its hand upon the horse's mane. "Soft, isn't it?" "I must get some corn," the man said to the child. "The horse is hungry." And so he went to the stable. The child continued petting the horse, admiring its slender, svelte body, its agile, firm limbs, its smooth, subtle mane. Then the horse looked the child in the eye, opened its mouth wide and bit off the little one's head, chewed it thoroughly, spit out the hair, and made itself a meal. When the man returned and saw the wet scalp on the ground, the headless body writhed. There, he sighed. "Did another one lose their head around you? You'd think no one had ever seen a horse before, as if you were some kind of alien." The horse chewed the man's offering, a single ear of corn. "Better get 'em while the eatin's good," he said. Then he saddled up, packed a few extra ears, and headed for the next town.
When horses tread water, their hooves sink like lead blocks swaying to and fro in the murky depths. When shoes come loose and drift darkly downward, water springs through and the descent is graceful, full of beauty. Bounty of treasure, the shell of a horse swishes like a mop begging to be washed, tantrum in the ocean. When horses' knees buckle and fade like a match, potential has been reached, and what was once a majestic vessel is now a carcass on the bottom.
I see dead corpses, love is a feral graveyard, drowning in heaven. A lone horse gallops quietly through my mind. Suspension. I got you in suspension. Suspension. We're all in suspension. I commit the symphony of sin to memory. The sky, a photograph, each cloud, a tombstone for dead angels. Suspension, are you suspension, we're all in suspension. I find myself sinking, distracted by a sharp pain that permeates my side. A pitcher of warm milk sits on the windowsill. Suspension, I got you in suspension. We're all in I see dead corpses. Love is a feral graveyard, drowning in my glass. The horse corpse is dry and rotten, with a stench rising like an almond odor. But still, some come by and place flowers. Flowers can't smell, but they can tell when they are used in lament. But soon flowers die too. Dead flower, horse, corpse, there all alone. No one gave a home to a horse like that. And no one planted flowers, only cut them. Horses ride through till dawn and break out in the morning, falling down, gracing God all through the blackened night. But the killer was all right, and betrayal seemed not dim, for wits were winning way and woe was unfulfilling. So they ride, they will not gallop forever towards the dawn, and then they see it must be done to take the shadows home. But by the killer's blade, a knife so shiny sword, he came forthright to that place to apprehend the lord of all the horses, all the men, to free the world of all the sin. The horse must die and leave behind his body there for us to find, his body there for us to find. Body there for us to find, his body there for us to find.
We've all mourned and cried over losses, but none quite so much as a dead horse. When our horses leave us, time stands still and dreams are memories. Our overabundance of carrots and pretzels feed the starving millions in the streets. Over dead horses, we save the needy and feed the starving masses. Black stallion, now desperate for water, lead me to the trough and trot through the slaughter fields. One dead stud for another.
I lament the day horses died, the day an old woman cried over disaster derived from nightmares. She brought carrots to the stable for horses willing, horses able, and learned dark visions come true. What's an old groom to do when her horses are slaughtered? Nothing much but mourn. Fight angels and demons, wrestle dreams, fight death, and so it seems, until the rest is loss and torment. For there is no salvation for horses or their keepers.
Trample as a horse across my heart. Tear the flesh, tear it torn, across my heart, as a horse. Trample love. Till love's no more. Trample love. Till love's no more.
In the void of thought against heaven, an angel-wedded albatross flew across the sky and perched on a horse's back. The horse neighed and attacked the albatross, the pestered prey, and up and stole his wings. So now a highest horsehead sings all through the sky, praising heaven. What do wingless birds do when they are grounded, clipped, stranded, lonely just outside kingdom's gates? They praise, just like as though they had wings. They make a song to a maker, asking not why horses fly, asking not why they are not blessed. They dig into the clouds, claws sinking deep within the outer earthen sky. And soon those horses, hard up for companionship, take the birds on their back, fill up love in a sack, flight, praise through all the night, and hold up heaven's sun so bright, and hold up heaven's sun so bright.